So for VEDA today, I want to talk about the last time I took one day off of social media. Now this might not sound like a big thing, but I absolutely love social media. I'm absolutely addicted to YouTube in particular, Facebook, Instagram, more recently Twitter, all these platforms. Like you, I like spending a lot of time on these things. And I decided for one day while I was on holiday in Colonsay, which is a Scottish Isle, I decided to not look at social media or emails at all. And this is what happened. First off as well, you may think it's kind of ironic that I was filming the whole thing with a nice camera, with a nice DSLR, but it was the only way I could really kind of record the story, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of tell the story about me taking one day off social media to social media. Hashtag irony, I know. But it was really nice. I noticed that in the kind of little moments I'd usually check my phone, I would just like think, or I would just like look at all the beautiful stuff that was around me. It was really nice, you know? I was also hyper aware when anyone else was on social media. Just like if you've stopped smoking or something, and then when anyone else lights up around you, you're just incredibly aware that they're doing that, I guess. But yeah, it was amazing. Like look at some of the shots that I got. Do you know, I think it's incredible. So yeah, it was a really nice day out and about, and then around about 4 o'clock I decided to record a little piece to camera, just kind of how I was feeling and how it was going. And my wife obviously helped me film this, and as I'm sure you'll see, she's incredibly nasty about the whole thing, as she should be. So, been off social media for... How long have I been off social media for, Hadden?
Only like 2 days. Chill out.
No, I've only been off today. It's kind of weird.
You joking?
No, I'm being serious. Like, I actually want to check Instagram, I want to check Twitter, I want to check Facebook.
You've been talking about it enough.
My wife everywhere.
This is called addiction.
Sorry?
It's called addiction.
It is addiction, isn't it? And that really hit it home to me, that it is a real addiction. I could really feel that. I really felt like something which I would do quite often or use quite often, I was really suppressing that from myself. I was not allowing myself to do that. And habitually I was just thinking, oh, what I do now in this moment is I check that, or what I do is I check emails and then respond to them or don't respond to them, and that's just what I do. So yeah, anyway, as the day went on, I started to read a little bit. I was reading this book, Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. Great book. I think I'm going to do a little review of it and talk about it in VEDA at some point, so stay tuned for that later on. But what I noticed is I got through so much of the book. I mean, all the time in the morning, after waking up, and then throughout the day, and then kind of in the evening, all the time that I would usually just mindlessly scroll through social media, I was just reading instead. And it felt like instead of passively walking through what my friends were doing and seeing their photos and videos, I was actively engaging my brain and thinking and agreeing with things in the book and disagreeing with things in the book. And it felt like much more of a organic, natural, positive thing to be doing instead of just mindlessly scrolling or watching endless videos on YouTube like this one. So then went to sleep, and I'd said to myself I'd wake up the next day and kind of look through stuff, that'd be fine. But a really, really interesting thing happened. I got up, and then I think I read some more of the book for a bit before I checked it. I got my laptop out, and I was honestly about to check, and I saw this was the view outside my window, and I was like, I'm not going to check. I'm going to just enjoy the actual day outside and actually experience it and live it. So I went for a walk and had some coffee and then had some brownie. I mean, how good does that look? It tasted good, but it didn't taste as good as it looks like it would taste here. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? It was interesting though, because I did feel throughout the day I did just kind of keep wanting to check my phone. But I didn't. I was super proud of myself. Especially because it's so easy to check your phone. You've always got it on you. Balancing my phone and my wallet. There's a good idea. 2 days without social media. Feeling good. Yeah, it just felt really good to not look at social media for a whole other day. It felt like I was actually in control of what I wanted to do in my time, instead of what often feels the other way, which is social media being in control of your time, you know? And then eventually I decided not too long after that to check social media. Okay, time to check. First time in 2 days. Ready for this fix. And it was absolutely fascinating what I found, because it kind of felt like it had been building up to this moment. And I checked Facebook and hardly anything, like, yeah, a couple notifications, I guess. Right, nothing so far. I checked Twitter, there was a little bit of stuff there, but nothing super important, you know. Twitter. Instagram. A few things on Instagram and a couple emails. And that was kind of it. Can I go read my book? It was such a anticlimax of what I kind of expected, even though it's so stupid to think that, oh, there would be anything other than that, you know? And that incredible view was still outside, just like waiting for me, you know? Watching back the footage of those 2 days, it really puts into perspective how beautiful the outside world was, and how sometimes all-consuming my phone and social media seems to be. And when I actually just put down my phone for a bit of time, I was actually able to experience the outside world and have a holiday. Definitely looking forward to more days like that. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think. Are you also addicted to social media? I genuinely want to know. I'm not just saying that as a kind of YouTuber-y sign-off kind of thing he says at the end of the video. I'm genuinely interested to know if you're addicted in social media. I know you're watching me on YouTube, but I'm really interested to know that. I had a lot of people comment on my last video about this, saying they were also incredibly addicted to social media. And I think this is like a real problem that not a lot of people are talking about, you know. So I'm super interested to hear what you have to say. So please let me know, genuinely, please let me know down below, and I'll respond, of course. Yeah, and also just the last thing in all this footage was just this amazing sunset that I got. That was it. That was my day, or really my 2 days without social media. And to be honest, looking forward to doing more of that again in the future. Sorry?
It's called addiction.
It is addiction, isn't it? This is why I can't record videos with you.
Also, we found this creepy little boat. Just sat there. Creepy little boat. I actually reckon that someone's asleep in it.
I reckon someone's just checking Facebook in it. Having a great time.
Let's go.